We're seeing a pretty disturbing trend happening in the tech sector and specifically software development that's going to have some widespread negative impact on white collar work in the near future. That's what I'm picking up from an article that I recently read in the Pragmatic Engineer. And I'll link that in the notes and the comments so you can take a look at it. JT O'Donnell has also commented on this, and there's a pretty strong case that there's going to be some pretty significant negative impact for white collar workers all around the US and across the globe as well. The article is based off of recent data that came out of FRED, and that's the Federal Reserve economic data that comes out on a regular basis. What has been shown in that is that there's been a 70% decline in software engineering jobs over the last 18 months. And many are saying those jobs will no longer come back. And when you look at the trend line, what you'll notice is that software development and engineering jobs hit their peak at the height of the pandemic. And it's been a steady decline since then. And in 18 months, in a period of 18 months, we've seen all of those jobs disappear. It's not just in the US that we're seeing this. We're seeing this across the globe where there's been a general decline in the number of software engineering jobs, and we're seeing those jobs disappear in one specific tier, and that's the middle tier of the workforce, the senior developers and senior engineer crowd, and mid-level engineers are being wiped out. So what's the reason that's driving that? Many are saying that it's AI that is the reason behind the disappearance of these jobs. And the presence of AI, or the continued presence of AI, is going to mean a couple of different things in terms of how software development teams are going to be structured. It's going to mean one, that when you look at the distribution of talent across IT teams, you're going to see low level, entry level developer roles that do the blocking and tackling, and then high level architect level positions that are going to be present in the world of work. And it's that whole middle tier that's going to be wiped out due to AI getting a stronger and stronger foothold in the world of work. We know from a job trend perspective, generally speaking, trends start in the tech sector and then spread through the rest of the white collar world. So, for those of us who are in the revenue side of a business, what does that mean for us? What does that mean for those who are in marketing and sales and partnerships? What can this tell us about what we are going to encounter in these spaces? One of the things that we can assume is that as AI gets a stronger and stronger foothold, you're going to see marketing teams, sales teams, and partnerships teams get pared down. And you're going to see a similar dynamic where middle tier or even entry level and middle tier roles start disappearing. And we're already seeing some of the low end roles within the sales function start to disappear. It was already happening through outsourced SDR teams. You're going to see more of that go the route of AI and eliminate that entire bottom tier of the entry level revenue workforce. You're going to see that in marketing, and you're going to see that in partnerships as well. And that's going to continue working upstream towards the middle tier of the account executive roles and marketing manager roles too, as AI becomes more and more effective. When you look at that potential trend, what does that mean for the average worker that's working in the revenue side of an organization? What that likely means, I believe, is that those professionals who are in those spaces are going to need to be much more versatile in terms of the skill sets that they bring to the table. No longer are you going to have the people who are only focused on down funnel activity. You're going to see professionals in that revenue space need to be proficient or demonstrate proficiency in marketing, in sales, and in partnerships, all across the full life cycle of a buyer. I believe the quicker that revenue professionals build their skills across all of those aspects of the revenue cycle and align it with the buyer journey, the better off you're going to be. The goal going forward is to make yourself irreplaceable. Make yourself the type of professional who can't be replaced by AI because you bring a unique set of skills to the table. And that's going to be the pathway for those in software engineering to be indispensable. And I believe that's going to be the pathway for those of us who are in the revenue side of the business to stay relevant. The bottom line is that for anybody that is in a white collar job, you need to start thinking about how can you make yourself more versatile and how can you make yourself much more broad based in terms of the things that you are capable of bringing to the table. That's going to be the key to surviving what is going to be coming over the next several months and years as AI becomes more and more present in the world of work.